Good afternoon. This is truly the day that the Lord has made, and I am honored to have a moment to celebrate Major General McNeil, who I had the honor of meeting my freshman year at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, and was honored to meet and see him every year and his family, and every celebration that he showed up and stood for what he believed in and inspired all of the students here to do the same. So I am honored to represent all of our amazing alumni across this world. Proclamation honoring the life and legacy of Major General Joseph A. McNeil. Whereas Major General Joseph Alfred McNeil, born on March 25, 1942 in Wilmington, North Carolina, dedicated his life to courage, service, and justice. And whereas, as a 17-year-old freshman at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, he stood with fellow classmates Franklin McCain, David Richmond, Jabril Kazan, then Ezell Blair Jr., to launch the historic Greensboro sit-in on February 1, 1960 at the Woolworth's lunch counter, an act of peaceful protest that ignited a nationwide movement and laid the foundation for the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And whereas Major General McNeil graduated from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University in 1963, proudly joining the ranks of its distinguished alumni and remained a lifelong example of the essence of Aggie pride in service to his alma mater. And whereas, following his time at North Carolina A&T, he distinguished himself through nearly 4 decades of military service in the United States Air Force, rising to the rank of Major General and upholding the highest ideals of duty, honor, and country with unwavering integrity and renowned service. And whereas his legacy lives on through the February 1 monument at North Carolina A&T in the Dudley Circle, within his hometown of Wilmington, where Major General Joseph McNeil Way honors his name, and in the countless lives influenced by his example of integrity and perseverance. And whereas, even in his later years, Major General McNeil continued to honor his alma mater, returning in February 2025 to mark the 65th anniversary of the sit-in movement, where he received a standing ovation for his lifelong commitment to justice and service. And whereas the people of this community, this state, this nation, and our world owe a profound debt of gratitude to Major General McNeil for his leadership, sacrifice, and vision of a more just and equitable society. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the Office of Alumni Relations, and the more than 80,000 alumni across this world do hereby honor and celebrate the life and legacy and everlasting contributions of Major General Joseph Alfred McNeil Sr., recognizing him as a proud alumnus of North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, a trailblazer of civil rights, a distinguished military leader, a standard bearer of moral fortitude whose example will continue to inspire generations to come. Let this proclamation stand as a lasting tribute to his memory, an enduring reminder of his extraordinary impact on our university, our state, our nation, and our world. This 11th day of September 2025. A copy of this proclamation will be presented to the family, and a copy will be given to the North Carolina A&T Archives Department in Bluford Library. In honor of how we do in Aggie Land, I would ask all alumni to please stand, because in Aggie Land, we achieve great goals in everything and produce renowned individuals dedicated to excellence. Let's give one Aggie pride for Major General McNeil. Aggie pride. Thank you.